Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Today, I'm hopping into a newer release. I know this album was released earlier this year, but I figured I'd cover it sometime this year anyways. Today, I'm going to be looking at Endless Summer Vacation by Miley Cyrus. And what's wrong with checking this out? During the summer, out of albums I've been able to check out this year so far, uh, as well as up for listening to this year, I feel this album just falls in the middle. I don't necessarily feel it's one of the best albums of the year, yet I don't feel it's one of the worst albums of the year. I just feel it kind of falls dead center in the middle. I feel there are some things that could have been better or done differently on this album. I also feel we have seen worse releases from Miley Cyrus. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into it. This is her eighth studio album that was released on March 10th, 2023. The album has a runtime of about 40 minutes and contains three singles. They are Flowers, River, and Jada. Miley wrote many of the songs with Michael Pollock and Gregory Hine. Pollock said that Cyrus decided to focus on songcraft before doing any production. She worked with several producers, including Kid Harpoon, Tyler Johnson, Greg Kirsten, and Mike Will Made It. The only features on the album are Brandy Carlisle and Sia. Let's go ahead and hop right into some of the tracks. We start the album off with Flowers. The track interpolates I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, as well as paraphrases Why I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. I do feel she has some decent vocals during the chorus. I'm not really the biggest fan of how the verses sound. I feel, in a way, it could have been changed to stand out a little more and just find a way to appeal to me and probably a lot others a little bit better. Lyrically, this track is practically about a breakup and how they can potentially be better off by themselves. I feel Jada is one of the better tracks on the album. I did enjoy how it incorporates more of a pop rock sound. I didn't feel it had a bad sound. Again, I feel I enjoyed her vocals more in the chorus. Lyrically, the track is about missed opportunities in a relationship. I feel 1,000 Miles featuring Brandy Carlisle wasn't too bad of a track. I wish Brandy could have at least had her own verse or at least a few seconds of her own vocals. It is more of a duet between both stars, which I don't necessarily feel is bad. I didn't feel the vocals were too bad, as well as the instrumental. River is a change of pace. It does incorporate some synths to make this more of a synth pop song as well as a dance pop song. I wasn't too big of a fan of this track. I feel part of it is with how the instrumental is and how it appealed to me overall. I feel Muddy Feet featuring Sia had more potential to it, as I honestly feel it's sort of a demo track. I felt Sia could have had a bigger and better part on the track instead of having some vocalizations on the outro of the track. Um, I didn't feel her vocals were bad. It's just, how she's presented and how she is on this track for pretty much, again, just some vocalizations rather than having really her own verse. I'm not the biggest fan of the lyrics either. I feel it's essentially about being upset with someone and not wanting anything to do with them. I am not a big fan of essentially how a lot of these lyrics are presented and sound. Island did bring some tropical vibes to the album, which I did somewhat enjoy. I did enjoy the vocals throughout the chorus again. I was hoping for a little bit more of the instrumental, as in terms of drums and whatnot. I'm gonna finish this off with Wonder Woman. This is a piano track to finish out the album. I didn't feel it was horrible, but at the same time, I felt this didn't really have a place on the album with how a lot of this album sounded. I did listen to the demo version of Flowers as well, as this track, or demo Flowers, is only available on streaming services as what I have seen. And, that's how I listen to a lot of albums anymore, specifically newer releases and, anything I don't own a physical copy of. Anyways, I feel this could have seen this being released on its own as a single or possibly even part of a music video. This is essentially more of a stripped back version of what a lot of people know and love now. But yeah, it's more of a piano version of what we all would know to become more of an up-tempo pop hit. My favorite tracks are Jada and Island. Today, I'll be giving this album a 3.5 out of 5. Again, I didn't feel it was a bad album, but not necessarily one of the best out there that has been released so far this year in 2023. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. As usual, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Next week, I'll be looking at True by Avicii on Friday, and on Saturday, I'll be looking at Gavin DeGraw's self-named album.